welcome back. Welcome back to the channel, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading. Sorry for being late, y'all. I fell asleep. Yeah, I fell asleep in the middle of work, right? But I figured I'd come by anyways and say hey, see if anybody needed to get a reading, see if anybody needed help with anything. I know a couple of you are have some free readings due. So yeah, the special tonight is the buy one get one free. So that means that if you buy a $1 yes or no, you get a free yes or no. Everything you need to know is in the description. Just check it out. Let me know if I can help. Fuck. Be right back. Hey, sorry about that. I dropped and spilled something and had to clean it up. Oops. Hey Mel Rain, welcome back. How have you been? How's your day? This really should just be a slumber party, shouldn't it? I'm only like half awake. I fell asleep and it took like Molly like I guess 30 minutes to wake me up with the phone. So I'm a little bit late. Cool, you're almost home, right on. God, I had this killer headache that was just like, it would not go away for the last 2 days. Finally, it went away. I'm so happy. You know when you have like one of those headaches that's, it's there, but it's not there, but it's there, and it is exhausting because it's there, it's a migraine. It hurts, but it doesn't hurt, but it hurts enough that it's irritating, exhausting. How's Star doing? I hope she's feeling well. Hey Molly, welcome back, sweetheart. Thanks for making. I appreciate you. Yeah, and it was like, it was like one of those migraines that it's right here, and then like right in the back of my head. It's probably just from, it's not from dehydration, it's either my brain tumors or the neck injury from the accident. Oh gosh, I know, Molly, right? I probably won't be on long very much either. I know we had a long day with doctors. Just day by day. How's her parents doing? Didn't she have a loved one in the hospital with pneumonia or something? You have an appointment tomorrow with a different doctor. Okay, what time? Excuse me. Oh. Good to know her mom's doing better. Excuse me. Okay. Listen, you at least don't have to wake up with a butt crack at dawn to go there. Finally, you took her the Easter baskets. Awesome. That was very kind of you. I bet she loved them. Hey there, Munchkin. Hey there, Munchkin. You're having trouble staying awake? I know, right? I was having trouble waking up. I'm just ready to go back to bed. Let's see what time the sun rises here, because that's when I have to wake up. 6:30 a.m. This car was asleep too. Yeah, get some rest, Molly. It's on subscribers only, so. And Metal Rain is here. I doubt there's going to be any problems. I'll probably only chill for about an hour. If I make it the next 10 minutes. Okay, what's your news? That's right. We had talked about her before. Are you supposed to go and visit her, or? I don't know, it's been a while since we've talked about her. I mentioned her before. I'm glad that you guys will have a chance to meet up. At least there's a chance. Lucky girl going to California for a week. I hope you get to see her. Okay. Parking, okay. just here. Having a lavender hot chocolate. It is good. It's very, very good. So I just, actually it's a dark hot chocolate. So I'll get that Swiss Miss dark chocolate in the packaging from the store, and then I'll take like dried lavender and just a little pinch of it. No need much. And it's really yummy and relaxing. Yeah, it's really good actually. I love lavender and chocolate together. It's like one of my favorite things. Welcome back to the channel, sweetheart. How are you? Awesome. Did you decide if you were going to go skiing? Or at least go to the ski resort. Oh, I'm a ghost. I'm kidding, I'm not a ghost. I'm a very cold Greek statue suddenly. No decision yet. How's Chum doing? I think you said the other day that he had, or was it yesterday? I think you said he had surgery? Did you tell me about this surgery? I don't know if I remember you telling me about it. Oh, awesome. It's always good to have a day off. I can't wait to have a day off. Welcome back, Mel, right? it says hello on my blanket. Backwards and upside down, but it actually looks correct on the screen. I've not seen that before. I guess I'll make sure to have more things that are backwards and upside down YouTube while I'm live streaming. Matcha lavender? I've not had matcha lavender before. I hate annoyingly sent. I know. Hello, annoyingly. I can't even see that far. It's well sleep in my eye. Such a terrible thing to say about somebody who would take advantage of your car, take advantage of herself, probably take advantage of you, takes advantage of the dog. Well, whatever you decide to do, I hope you enjoy it. I don't even know if at this point pursuing someone like Eliana would even be healthy at this point for anybody in their life. There's so much going on with her. It's difficult to stay hopeful about her even, you know? I gotta find my glasses. I can't find them. I haven't been able to find them since last Thursday. Metal Rain's name looks like Melon Rain. Meryl's looks like Moral. I'll have to look around for him tomorrow. Maybe I just make the screen bigger so you can see the chat. There we go, that's a little better. Yeah, she lives in Kentucky, right? She lived in Louisville? Yeah, I have a good friend up there. O'clock in the morning and they're upstairs walking around like elephants. Just and dragging chairs around. It's in bed. Not my bed or my couch or it's in its bed. Oh, she had a boyfriend in Misery? It's asleep, sweetheart. It has to get some sleep. No, sweetheart, it's not hurt at all. It's fine. It's doing great. And she's just sleeping now. They sleep at night. Or at least this one does. So I'll wake up at 6:30 in the morning to start feeding her. And then I'll spend that time with her to feed her. And then I'll work a little bit on the call center while I visit with her. And then maybe 2.5 hours later, I'll go back to feed her again. Every 2 to 2.5 hours. At first it was like every 30 minutes, but I realized she's a lot older than I thought she was. Oh, that's no problem, Texas. There's no way I was about to leave it out there with that snake. Hell no. The snake is like 4 feet long. And it had 2 little humps in it, so I don't know if that was it, like about the size of the baby too, so I don't know if that was its siblings in the snake, but I'm not too happy with there being a snake in my garden. It's a little bit upsetting to me, but it's a non-venomous snake, but still, like, oh no, I'm gonna go get lucky and one of the hawks or the raptors around here will catch it for me. I've seen less and less chipmunks this spring. So I'm wondering if that snake has been eating off them over there in the meadow next to the house. But what's really disturbing is like I can't find any other hummingbirds. There's no other hummingbirds out there. I've been pretty much looking out for them, listening for them, and there's been nothing. So if anything, since she seems to be fine and stable, hopefully if I get a chance, or the rehabber that has been helping me gets a chance, they're like 50 miles away, she may have to just take her, because at this stage, it needs its mother to teach it how to hunt and be a hummingbird. and I'm not seeing any other hummingbirds to do that for her. Your hawks have been taking out all the doves. This year's been bad for hummingbirds? Really? Why do you say that? I know nothing about them right now in regards to that. You've only seen a couple. Is that just recently in the last month? Because I read that one of the reasons we might not really be seeing them right now is because... Oh, Pammy, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, I appreciate that. That's very kind and generous of you. I'm going to put that towards the rest of her vet bill. Anyways, are you there, Pam? So it says on Google, Dr. Google said, oh, the reason you're probably not really seeing a lot of hummingbirds in Roswell, Georgia is because it's a time of year where they brood, where they have their babies and they take care of them, so they're mostly focused on that. So you have feeders out. Interesting. Are you keeping them clean? Are you, do they have little places to sit on the feeders? I had to add some twigs to mine to make them. Are you there, Pammy? She's not in chat. I don't see her in chat. I'm gonna go and thank her for her donation on Instagram. But yeah, the hummingbird's doing great. I'm still looking for its parents every day. I don't really think hummingbird babies have hummingbird daddies. I don't think it's like the cardinal male and the cardinal female, or like the blue jays where they'll help with the feedings for the chicks. I think it's just all on the female hummingbird. So, yeah. I don't know if Mama will come back. There's Andy's messages. Yes, hummingbird daddies are deadbeat daddies. I can play hummingbird contact calls. I didn't know that. Do they have those on YouTube? ashes we rise. Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. It's very kind and generous of you. Do you want to get a reading? Yeah, I remember back during Easter when you talked about those baskets. Alright, find me some good calls, Tex. I mean, like, what kind of calls? Like, do you think they have ones that are like cat calls? Cat hummingbird calls? Good night, Tex. Okay, Mellow Rain. Yeah, send some on IG when you get a chance, Tex. Yeah, you can have a reading on marriage from the ashes we rise. Sure. What kind of questions do you have? Like, you want me to just ask Spirit what you need to know about marriage, or you want it in the context of past, present, future? Do you want it in the context of... Oh, excuse me. Oh. Well, I'm going to get my cards ready. And you let me know. Okay, take your time. So I got my Love Tarot. I got my Golden Girl cards. Got several other cards over there. Romance Angels. I got my Angel Tarot deck, although it's not reachable. It's way too far over there. So I probably won't be using that deck tonight. Especially with this cute little wonderful fuzzy lump of love in my lap. I don't do cheating questions. You know know why I don't do cheating questions? Because I had a friend that I have been dear friends with like my whole life, okay? And we do tarot together, we do tarot with friends. But she went to a reader on YouTube and got a reading to ask if her boyfriend had done that. And man, it just opened up a huge can of worms for her. And yeah, he was talking to other girls, but it wasn't like cheating physically. You see what I mean? Like, it wasn't like he was actively thinking about or actively wanting to, or he was just talking to his ex. And I told her, I was like, I don't really know if that's considered cheating. But at the same time, you know, it really made her crazy. And caused a lot of arguments between them. Yeah, there are so many ways. You're right. So sometimes I like to just encourage people to not have those dark thoughts, because it's those dark thoughts and fears that someone to cheat on you that create it. It's like what you think about, you bring about. And there's been some people who were like super insistent that I answered them right now in the past. And I would just be like, well, if you really gotta know, just go ask them. But of course, people don't want to cause confrontation with their partner, their lovers, their friends. So it can be very difficult for someone to find the courage to be like, hey, I'm not trying to be hateful or start an argument, or like, have you ever? Personally, I've never had to ask somebody. Unfortunately, I've just walked in on it. Which is, probably really helped my complex PTSD grow even more over the years. It's okay. It happens to the best of us. I'm not so sure what's worse. Walking in on your fiance, banging some girl he barely met, or, you know, having somebody cheat on you with someone online virtually and keep doing it, and they tell you, oh, don't worry, baby, it's just pixels. It's like, I don't know which one is the worst of the less of two evils, you know? It's been quite a comedy of errors over here. But let's go ahead and get into what you need to know. So I guess you want Spirit to let you know anything that you need to know. Yeah, be good to yourself with your thoughts. I bet he's probably never even thought of cheating on you. At least not in the not too distant past. That's your problem, it's pixels. Oh my god. Really? Spirit, I'm calling forth from the ashes we rise. Calling forth their most trusted and strongest spirit guides. What do they need to know? What do they need to know about anything? Anything that from the ashes we rise needs to know about anything from Spirit, about marriage, about their love life. I'm just going to pull out all the cards and see what you need to know, and then tell you the story. I mean, I guess the tarot card, or, the tarot card, or wow, I'm alright, the roads are wrong. I guess the tarot card reader from that situation, I went to the same tarot card reader once, and she told me something I didn't agree with. Like, she told me that somebody was my twin flame that was not my twin flame. And that's when I decided that, I feel like as a person who's been down that path, that we also shouldn't be asking tarot card readers or asking anyone else's fortune telling, even if it's just their opinion on who they think our soulmates or twin flames are. Unless they suggest it, unless they say, hey, I see this. Do you see it? Because I think at the end of the day, it's our choice. Like, I really feel like it's our choice. Like, you just know. You know what I mean? Like, you just know. Yeah, it's okay to, like, go ask the cards for confirmation on it. But at the same time, you don't want to stir the pot too much. That kind of thing. I think everyone has a choice to pick who feels like their twin flame, or maybe feels like they're karmic, or maybe feels like their soulmate, or maybe you see what I'm saying? And I didn't even ask her if this person was my twin flame. I had just gotten a reading on them to see what kind of energy, what kind of energy was going on with them in their life, what I needed to know about that person and our connection. So when you say that your problem is the pixels, is it that this person is like hanging out with people in video games? And actively like having like full-on relationships with them while they're carrying on a relationship with you? Or when you say the problem is the pixels, is that it's somebody that you're with or that you like or that you want to be with, or something that is talking to other people online, like social media. Because like when I say pixels, I literally mean like somebody who gets online, they log into a game, and they seek out other people to have an emotional. Do you see what I'm saying, Ashes? I'm just gonna call you Ash if that's okay. So I do see marriage for you in your future. The person might not be what you exactly expect. They might not even be your type, but when you get to know them better, you find out that you're just a perfect match. Why do I smell freaky? And we'll get back to that in a minute. Let's ask about this current person that you're asking about. So they don't seem to be somebody who wants to argue with you. Spirit, I'm asking if the person that you're talking about, the Ash may marry or have this commitment with, is it the person that's on their mind that they're asking about tonight? That I pulled this Five of Swords on? It smells like toast, my favorite. So you'll have to choose between two different men or women or people. When I say woman, I'm saying like, you know, you may have a girlfriend who gives you advice, and you're going to have to choose on whether or not you want to take her advice, take your own advice, and take that leap of faith. Is there anything else that Ashley needs to know about this current person on their mind tonight? This person does, they do truly do feel something special for you in the Two of Cups. They don't want to argue with you or cause any kind of situations that might cause arguments. They just really want to bring joy, happiness, understanding in that Sun card. They all around want to be the best that they can be within regards to their integrity, their responsibility. They do want to bring justice to any situation they can with you, but they can, that's the Justice card, but they can be a little bit of a ladies' man, or even, you know, have those little bit of cheating tendencies. Like, they're always wondering, in this Knight of Wands, and talking about maybe even, you know, is the grass really greener on the other side? But that ship will soon sail. Because I feel like what this Hierophant over here is saying is that this person, this other person that I keep talking about is a little bit, they're a little bit different. Like, they're not your usual type. This could also be a different version of him that you manifest. What version of you are you keeping alive of him in your heart and your mind? A cheater? Or someone who is a fun-loving, caring, uniquely different and spiritual, highly evolved person? Which version of them do you want to marry? Which version of that man do you want to marry? Or what version of a man do you want? Because you have the Fool, the Death, and the Hierophant here. All very powerful men. All very powerful energies from the Major Arcana. But you're very much a mystery to this energy, this person. It's like you are all the beautiful things they want in a woman in the Empress card, but it's still very much a mystery to them. Love and sex and life and childbirth and marriage, they almost feel like there's a lot of hoops on fire to jump through to get to what you want, with the light at the end of the tunnel, with everything. Oh no. He's making you feel like you're crazy. He's not saying that to you, is he? Sounds like a lot of blame shifting. Narcissistic. Yeah, that's definitely not the guy we're talking about here. And I could see the narcissism in the Knight of Wands. Likes to talk about himself and likes to just likes to actively seek out a good time, which is not a bad thing, but they do have love for you in that Two of Cups. They don't want to cause problems or have arguments. They want to have fun. They want to be the best version of themselves. They do want to give justice to the situation, but the Knight of Wands really throws me off. Because it's once again, it's one of those like classic cards it's always been for. He's not quite the King of Wands, who is a little bit more stable. He's like that big bad daddy energy in the suit of Wands, out of all four kings in the suits. Whereas this guy here, he's a little bit more of a player. You know, he wants to have his cake and to eat it too, and everybody else's cake as well. Thank you. I love my Golden Girls deck too. There are some cards that really, they really help me a lot with perceiving certain aspects of people's certain stories, because some of these scenes are some of the most famous scenes from the Golden Girls. Like, I don't know if you remember when Blanche dressed up like a cowgirl and like went to a rodeo with her dad in that pink outfit, that pink cowgirl outfit. But one of the important cards you have here is the Wheel of Fortune, which is telling you that you will be very lucky in love. You will be very lucky in your love story. It's just that you might have to put yourself first here. You don't want to be with somebody who's going to make you feel crazy like that for the rest of your life. When you feel crazy about someone, you want to feel like Madonna's song Crazy for You. That's what you want to be feeling when you feel crazy in love. Not someone making you feel like you're batshit crazy. That's not very romantic. But the Hierophant card is how the Hierophant and the Empress card together. With this being the first card and this being the energy behind it all, it is saying, hey, there's someone very special and highly evolved for you. You may have already met them too. Start feeling out that energy. I'm sure you felt it before. And I bet you haven't felt it in Mr. Knight of Wands over here. Also, the person might be a bit of a god. Okay, they might be a bit of a rocker. They might have a bit of a sense of flair that others just don't have. They're different. They might also be very much a person who's like the fly by the seat of their pants. They like to have fun. They're dedicated to their independence, and they value not only their integrity but also other people's integrity and respect. But they might be a little bit impulsive. But yeah, if somebody's cramping your style, like, just, you don't need somebody making you feel like you're crazy, okay? My parents were married most of my life. Well, actually all my life, okay? They had me late in life, and they didn't do that kind of crazy shit to each other. My siblings married all my life, and they're a lot older than me too. I've never heard one of them say, he makes me feel crazy, she makes me feel crazy. Like, and if they did, it was only like Madonna's Crazy for You. You know, crazy in love kind of thing. Let's see if we can find out more about. So he had a lot of childhood trauma that isn't fully resolved. So he probably has complex PTSD. And he needs to resolve it. And you don't need to be his therapist. That's somebody else's job. It must get resolved. But if he doesn't get it resolved, that's not your fault either, okay? Yeah, and I have a feeling that he's afraid to get the help because he may be feeling like it makes him feel weaker, or like something's wrong with him, or like he's the crazy one, when he might not realize how much more empowering and how much more safer and how much more better he's going to feel having somebody to talk to about it that is a clinical psychologist or therapist. Or let's see if Spirit has any direct messages from you regarding him and regarding your life and what the most important thing is right now for you to be focusing on. Spirit, what is the most important thing right now that you would like Ashes to be focusing on in their life? Is there anything else that you might want them to know? about this relationship with this person that's having trauma that they care about. That's interesting. Beware of nostalgia. But I really believe when this card comes out, it's like, keep looking up at that moon. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. You got this moon card earlier. Yeah, the moon's a lot about the hurdy-gurdy, the hurdle, the jumping through hoops to get to where you want to that light at the end of the tunnel. But this is like toxic nostalgia. Like, it's like, beware of getting lost in what hurt you and doesn't serve you. With you being in a partnership with this person 20 years, y'all should be creating happy and nostalgic moments again and again and again. He's had a therapist for 6 years. Well, maybe it's not the right therapist for him. Maybe he needs rapid transformational therapy on top of seeing the regular therapist that he's been seeing for 6 years. But 6 years and having unresolved trauma, yeah, he needs rapid transformational therapy. So Spirit wants you to be aware of nostalgia, the kind that doesn't serve you, the kind that's toxic, like, that kind that's like traumatic and nostalgic, and you start reliving it again and fearing it again because, there's once again unresolved trauma. You never heard of it? Yeah. There you go, dear. She's all over YouTube now, thank God. Oh, hey, Frankie, Dad. I didn't realize that I didn't see you walk in here from the side because my hair was hiding.
I thought you were sleeping.
Well, you thought I was sitting here sleeping? Oh, no, I was sleeping for a little while.
Well,
While I called to wake you
that's
up.
what I was wondering because I saw your announcement earlier and I saw it. Maybe she's up. Okay,
Okay,
good night.
let's see what Spirit says about what you need to be mostly focusing on right now in your life. You're welcome, Ashes. So one thing that rapid transformational therapy teaches us to help others with is that it's a lot like law of attraction, law of assumption. You know how they tell you to get into the idea of living in the reality that you want. You go to the end. You don't worry about the hurdy-gurdy of everything. You don't worry about how's this going to work out, how's that going to work out. You just know, you just live and feel what it feels like to have it already, and you let the universe co-conspire while not worrying about the fact because you know it's already yours. Well, they will teach, they will say, look, you be real honest, just outright lie to yourself if you have to, so that you can compel what you want towards you instead of keep compelling what you don't want to come towards you. Probably the more that you sit there worrying about the day you die, the sooner you will. The more you worry about getting sick, you're going to get sick. The more that you worry about somebody cheating on you, you'll probably get cheated on yourself. You'll probably cheat on yourself and they'll cheat on you too. Do you see what I mean? Because you're cheating yourself when you're starting to get lost down the yellow brick road of piss with things that maybe haven't happened yet or probably will never happen that don't serve you. Can I do questions about demonic attachments? I mean, if you believe in that kind of thing, then yeah, sure, there's a demonic attachment. Because once again, you believe in it. So you give way to it to open doors. But if you take back your power, even if there's 1,000 demonic attachments on you. It can't affect you if you are allowing that and holding on to that belief as if it were true. It's like, we all know my hair's black. It ain't blonde. Okay? And at the end of the day, no matter how much I believe that my hair is not black, we all know it's black. So the more that I hold on to the demonic attachment of having black hair, the less my hair is gonna turn white or blonde. I mean, I've had a real different outlook on the last 5 years regarding interesting, very interesting what spirit wants you to be focusing on right now in your life. I love that. Your skill, your magic, and your harmony are the most important things right now that spirit wants you to be focusing in on. But I can ask a question about demonic attachments. Or maybe when we do your free reading tomorrow or another time, we could turn the spirit box on and the REM pod and ask them. Because one thing I do here is I do the spirit boxing, I do the ghost box boxing, and that's really how I do my death midwifing, because I like to help the spirits on the other side, but I also like to help people who maybe have loved ones that have crossed over, help them reconnect. I just have been doing it this month because Baby Gypsy almost died, and it's been very emotionally stressful for me. So, ask, believe, receive. Demonic attachments, I mean, sure, there could be demonic attachments, but at the end of the day, what does a demon mean to you? And why would you want to feed it more of your energy by worrying about it? See, there's this thing where, I don't know if you've ever heard of inorganic beings, but you could also treat a demon the same way. You could treat even another human being in your thoughts and feelings like this. It just, who? What? They just don't exist to you, When you give power to something, it grows. When you don't give it your power, it doesn't grow. Yeah, I'll be real honest. There's a lot of unexplained things like stigmata, exorcisms, and people becoming possessed by demons. We've seen this before as a phenomenon in history, and people have made movies out of it, written books about it. It's probably a very, very real thing. And at the end of the day, the person that is being affected, or the people that are being affected by it, really, truly, probably believed in those kind of things. See, one thing my mentor taught me is nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. Time and space had no meaning at one point in time. There was no Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Everything comes from a thought. Everything in the room that you're in, everything in the room I'm in. I hung this Muka painting behind me because I had a thought it would look good there. I wear this t-shirt every day because I feel like it protects me. Isn't that stupid? Like, it's my favorite t-shirt. I feel like it brings me good luck. And it does. It really does, But it's because our thoughts create. This t-shirt has zero meaning. it's dead cotton. It's 80% cotton, 20% dog hair. I mean, so yeah, if you want to get into that in your next reading, we can work on that. I wouldn't mind doing that, but not tonight. Well, I've got to go to bed and I live in a haunted house in a creepy graveyard. But yeah, we can get into that. I'm not afraid. Are you feeling better, precious? Yeah. We had a wonderful day, didn't we? Hey, Metal Rain, welcome back. Sure, yeah, let's go ahead and do your free reading. How will meeting with Elizabeth go to did taking the Easter baskets open with stronger feelings for me from Star Will I move out later this year? Those are very good questions. So stay in touch, Ashes. Okay? And thank you so much for your donation. It's really going to help this month so much with everything. Very kind and generous of you. Keep thinking about what you want. And like I said about that energy, about that guy who's, might be completely unexpectedly attracted to you or meet, remember that you want to take some time to kind of think about that person, what their energy feels like to you. Maybe you've met them before, maybe you haven't. Try to start getting more in touch with that energy so that when you see that person, meet that person, connect with that person, you know it's that person. Or you might be feeling it's that person, okay? Thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. Metal Rain, let's go ahead and get into your reading. And from Ashes We Rise, if you want to ask another question, go ahead. I'm just going to do Metal Rain's free reading real quick. I'm pretty sure he's tired and would like to go to bed. Spirit, I'm calling forth Metal Rain's most trusted and strongest spirit guides. Since that jumped out, I'll put it there. How will meeting go with Elizabeth? How will the meeting with Elizabeth go? Oh God, it's just a miracle that she's here. Ooh. It looks like through your patience and kindness, it's like you pulled this person out of some kind of darkness they've been in, some kind of hermit energy. They really would like to have a good time with you in this Devil card. Maybe it won't be sex, maybe it will be sex. But I think that they really are looking forward to, getting a bit more comfortable with you despite being in that hermit energy, and sharing a piece of cheesecake with you. But yeah, the Temperance card's letting you know Temperance, Hermit, Devil. Yeah, this person is coming from a place where what's going on? Come here. Do you need to get down? Hold on. Over here, Mommy Doggy? Do you need to go down the puppy steps? Alright. Why are you being so weird suddenly? Is it because you just woke up and you gotta go pee-pee? Well, I can't take you out at 1 fucking o'clock in the morning. You wanna go use your pee-pee pad by the door? Yeah. Okay, there you go. Good girl, it's okay. That's why it's there. It's dangerous to go out at night-night. Yeah, I can't take my dogs out at night because they're the size of a preemie baby, and we have coyotes. So I leave a little like pee pad by the door, and they always go on it. Like a good boy and girl, good puppy boy and puppy girl. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying, but you know I can't be having them go all over the floor. So Metal Rain, it also looks like this person just wants to. They just really want to have a good and wholesome time. You've got the Six of Swords. It's like this trip for them is helping them go to higher ground with their life. It's almost as if it's saying it's a trip that they're taking in the Two of Pentacles to kind of help themselves get emotionally balanced. Page of Cups saying, and Queen of Cups saying, this person is sensitive and kind. And it's like they want to celebrate something in their life. They want to celebrate themselves. Is it their birthday or something like that? But she will be kind and gentle. She's a bit of a hermit. And she wants to have a good time. Where she comes from, she may not always have the best time because of certain things that are expected of her. So yeah, she's coming to California to have a good time. Things will go well. Spirit, been taking the Easter baskets, open up any stronger feelings from Star towards Metal Rain. Yes, High Priestess. You made her feel like you really cared, loved her, and have her back. But yes, in that High Priestess for sure. Let's see what the bottom card is. Yeah, it's as if the seeds you planted with her, it's starting to grow more leaves, and that oak tree, that baby oak tree is starting to bloom. Spirit, will Metal Rain move out later this year? Will Metal Rain move out later this year? Spirit says, yeah, very possibly, yes. We've got the Nine of Pentacles here. It's almost as a Spirit saying, you may even move into a situation where it's just you and your place. And no one else. But maybe your cat or your dog or the wildlife around you, and that Nine of Pentacles. Maybe you're going to come into some money too. Some extra cash that helps you with that. Are you still there, Ashes? I'm a bad girl. I forgot to show you your spirit cards. Are you still there? My dog used to stare at me every night at 7:30 until we would go to bed in the bed. Are we going to bed now? My dog does the same thing. So, Metal Rain, yeah, the cards are saying that you will be moving out if you choose to, and that you will quite possibly be coming into some money that allows you to live more comfortably. Yeah, you'll enjoy what you have with Elizabeth, but definitely there are deeper feelings and thoughts that Star is having in that High Priestess. Hey, it's okay. You're coming back, pup. Okay. So the things that you're supposed to be focusing on, Ash, is your skill, your skills, your magic, and your harmony. So when it comes to magic, just remember you are the spell. You are the magic wand. Let's start with the skill card first. It's like a monk chilling out in a Zen garden of outer space. Are you coming back, puppy? Okay. Really? Not moving? You must be tired, Rain. I think you're saying what's interesting, not what's inbreeding. what you're saying is, what's interesting is you mentioned that to Star, and she said the same thing and movie. Your autocorrect messed up. But it's a good laugh, though. Thank you for making me laugh. Okay, so expressing your highest nature through your work is sometimes easiest when work is not exactly as you wish it to be. There are hidden gifts within friction. Therein lies the secret way to a graceful life. You are not what you do. Your work is a higher mirror, providing a reflection from which to learn in your evolutionary process. Then work becomes a higher skill and you begin to fine-tune it. Not only your physical self, but your spirit. A Zen garden expresses the essence of life in a highly perfected skill. Come to the inner truth that produces true skill. This also might be even saying, maybe, order yourself a little Zen garden and make it. But work on that skill. Sorry, I don't have my glasses, so it's a little bit hard to see, but expressing your highest nature through your work is sometimes easiest when work is not exactly as you wish it to be. There are hidden gifts within friction. Therein lies the secret way to a graceful life. Yeah, she's just sitting across the room now staring at me like, are we going to turn the light off and go to bed? Go back to bed. So I think after I do your cards, Ashes, and we chat a little bit, I'm going to go back to bed and take this puppy with me. Your work is higher mirror, providing the reflection from which to learn in your evolutionary process. Then work becomes a higher skill and you begin to fine-tune not only your physical self, but your spirit. A Zen garden expresses the essence of life in a highly preferred skill. Come to the inner truth that produces true skill. But I also feel like with magic being the card behind it, skill and magic, it's telling you to work on your inner magic. It's telling you, Spirit's telling you, that you really are that magic wand and you've got to work on those skills. It's ask, believe, receive, not ask, believe, try real hard, drive yourself crazy, overthink, receive. Okay? When you start feeling like that someone else has to give it to you, don't forget your power. So here's the magic card. We've got Stonehenge. And what I think is so cool about this card is it's like, yeah, here's Stonehenge, here's the night sky, but if you turn it around, it's the same thing. Oh, okay, we're going to go to bed in a minute, I promise. East, yellow. If you do not believe in magic, your life will not be magical. Magic, like the power of Stonehenge, is part of the unknowable, that which you cannot describe but exists, and makes your life extraordinary. It is part of the goodness of your spirit, is the mysterious and intriguing part of your spiritual life. Magic is what we are all looking for, but if you try to hold it and name it and describe it, you will lose it. You must talk around magic, describe what led you there, and give thanks for that part of the universe that is unknowable and full of color and strength and magic. Out of relationship comes magic. Out of the friction of forgetting and remembering comes magic. Out of the mists of dawn and the mysteries of creation comes the magic that we call life. One of your passions for existence. Out of your passions for existence comes magic. It's very much profound about how, believing in what you want and receiving it is already yours. See, when you desire something, you've already created it. It's already there for you to take. It's already there for you to have. The latest being he's scared to go anywhere, including work, because of ice. He's from Central America. It sounds frustrating. My brother-in-law is from Colombia, but he was born here. But I still wonder if they're targeting like people just based on what they look like. One thing here in the South for years, they would target you and stop you for no reason just based on the color of your skin or what you look like or what your car looked like, you know. So the third card, harmony. This is another thing that you need to be working on is your inner harmony. What brings you inner harmony? Is it exploring new places? Is it having new experiences? Could it be traveling to places in your mind that you've never been to? Harmony lives in a lodge of balance, an equilibrium between the physical and the spiritual aspects of your life. For there to be harmony, there must be balance. Imagine yourself as the hub of a sacred wheel, standing in the center. This wheel must function every day of your life. If you imagine that the south is your physical self, the west your emotional self, the north your spiritual self, and the east your mental self, you see that you stand in an ancient wheel of truth. Consider whether you spend as much time in the physical south as you do in the spiritual north. Are they balanced? Are they in harmony? Reflect on whether you spend more time in your emotions to the west than you do in your mind in the east. And just a side note, as Jim Morrison used to always say, the west is the best in the east. Maybe it's telling you to visit my hometown Clearwater Beach for a vacation to find some harmony, or just go to a beach in general. Adjust your daily life by being aware of your actions and behavior patterns to incorporate equal effort in all the directions so that your wheel will function in perfect harmony. You really can truly have perfect harmony, but it starts with you. It starts with what you're telling yourself. It starts with what you're telling yourself about others. And you get to choose. That's the best part. You get to change your mind about it all. Wow, really awesome. I love that. Excuse me. One sleepy Greek statue. Oh, Colorado, wonderful. I have a friend up there named Aaron. We've been friends for years. Needed some deep therapy, yeah. I sent him a message a couple days ago because I had a dream about a friend of ours who died, and I would say that they're probably more friends than I am with them because we just played EverQuest. We played video games together when we were kids, and but this one person I dreamt about, we would always, like, he really knew her, like, face to face, right, in real life, like, not just on the video game, whereas I only knew her on the game. But the person that was her partner on that game, like, they were also together in real life, and I recently had a dream about her, and she's dead. This girl's dead because he got jealous because she was talking to somebody else who was a friend. I mean, she wasn't even cheating or thinking. It wasn't anything like that. And this guy who she'd been with for years that my friend and I played games with, like, I had forgotten all this until I had this dream about her the other night. But, like, she went missing, and weeks later she was found under her bed, dead. And she was pregnant, which means that she probably had a coffin birth. And in my dream, okay, that I had about her, she was alive and well having a coffin birth. I've been having really weird and scary dreams, but I think it's just because I'm going through all this stress that's starting to, like, deeply affect my complex PTSD. I don't know. But I was gonna, I had messaged him because I had dreamt about her alive, but having a coffin birth. It's almost like as if that person came to me in a dream, worried about their baby or something about their baby. It was very weird. So, but Aaron's a super chill guy. He's super nice, and I hope that wherever he is now, you know, that he's not thinking about our friend that passed away like that. I hope that he's, you know, having a wonderful life in Colorado. I know he was like born and raised there. And it is a place that helps him have deep therapy and joy. I'm gonna message him again tomorrow, see if he's okay. I don't even know if he read my message. Southwest had a $49 sale in Colorado, was on that sale, but it had stopped along the way, all the way to Atlanta. Wow. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, it makes no sense to me either. Like, Molly's in Houston, but she has to go to all these places in the north and Midwest to get here to the south. Even though she'll fly from the south and then fly to the Midwest and then fly to the northeast and then fly down back to the south. It's so stupid. I know, just stay in Atlanta. I love Atlanta. It's so beautiful. I really do love it here. I should probably go to bed. I'm incredibly tired. I'm about to fall asleep right here. And my worst nightmare is like to be caught sleeping all the time. Good night, everybody. Sweet dreams when you get there. Be good to yourself and your thoughts. Thank you so much for your love, your caring, your presence, your donations. I'm very grateful for it. It's been a crazy month. Like, I just, so glad June is over. I love you, June, but peace out till next year. Goodbye, Gemini energy. Hello, Cancer. Let's go to the beach now. Let's be all beach crabs instead of bucket crabs. Alright, sweet dreams. Be good to yourself with your thoughts. Remember, they create. So what are you creating in those beautiful thoughts? Since you are the beautiful creator of your destiny. Don't forget, from ashes within we rise. Talk to your creator like it's your best friend about your situation. You'll see, it'll help you work out. The universe is already co-conspiring to help you out with their situation, okay? You too, Metal Rain. Same with y'all watching. Have a good night. Be safe. Music is sacred. Kalanita. Bye.